with a ride they'll never forget. Don't miss out. Head to Rod's Power Sports in Lincoln, Nebraska during the Honda Gifts That Go sales event. It's your chance to slay the holidays and your gift list. Dealer participation may vary. See dealer for complete program and safety details.
You're counting on your team to win, so why not prove it? By placing your bets at Warhorse Sportsbook. Their win is your win. Put your money where your mouth is on nearly every sporting event. Use the Warhorse app to check odds and build your bets before placing your wagers in person at Warhorse Casino, including live in-game betting. No bets, no glory. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC, wanting to thank you all again for your continued service. November is off and running. Check this out. Get up to $12,000 off or 0% financing on select new vehicles. We have great lease specials with new Trax and Trailblazers starting at $299 per month and new Blazer EVs leasing for $399. Great payments, discounts, and of course, 0% financing. So make that short drive down 144th Street or check us out online at CoppellCars.com. You'll be glad you did. All finance with approved credit, leases with $2,500 down.
Ryan, with all this red and all these people around, I'm still not seeing the tailgate.
Todd Spidell, former body shop owner, terrible driver.
We're getting close. Now, did you know with 3 locations in Lincoln and hundreds of years of combined technician experience, we can get Husker fans back on the road even quicker and safer after their tailgate mishaps? Oh, Todd, turn left right here.
Left or right?
Left, right here.
Right?
Well, you wait for the tow truck. I'm getting a hot dog.
Well, I guess while I'm waiting. All right! Most recommended! Eustace Body Shop. Woohoo!
Dude, you should be on American Idol.
You really think so?
No.
Accidents happen, even to Husker fans. If it happens to you, call Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay, playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza, the big one, all the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa.
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
Everyone should have a collection of something. For some, it's stamps or coins, expensive cars, or even watches. But for a lot of people, it's sports cards. And there's no better way to grow your collection than with the help of Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's first and only collector-first sports cards and memorabilia shop. Capital City Sports Cards connects collectors of all ages and demographics with unique collectibles sure to bring any collection to life, no matter the budget. Visit Capital City Sports Cards near 56th and Old Cheney or through their eBay storefront. Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's premier sports card and memorabilia store.
General Fire and Safety has been keeping Lincoln businesses and commercial structures safe for more than 50 years. From a simple fire extinguisher to full fire suppression systems, Lincoln has trusted General Fire and Safety to provide top-of-the-line products, installation, and maintenance. If you're starting a new business in a brand new building, call on General Fire and Safety to help you plan a fire safety system that fits the specific needs of your business, employees, and customers. Call General Fire and Safety today at 402-261-0116. When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call Patriot Plumbing at 402-464-7411 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-464-7411.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's a great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays, games of bowling, shoe rentals, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
This is the Don't Punt Hour with former Nebraska receiver.
Throwing over the middle, completes the pass. He's got speed to the end zone. Touchdown! 45 yards.
And return specialist.
This time he beats the kicker and one more.
DeMornay Pierson-El.
Only does the sideline have confidence in Pierson-El, but Pierson-El has confidence in Pierson-El.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Powered by the Teammates Mentoring Program.
All right, welcome into the Dump Punt Hour. Harrison Arns on the ones and twos as always. Come ticket weeknights. Shout out to Teammates Mentoring for sponsoring not only this show but a lot of our weeknights programming. You guys can join in. We're going to have the former Husker DeMornay Pierson-El on the Allo VIP line, where they understand the importance of exceptional service with a local heart. You can put a face to the voice. Facebook, YouTube, X, Allo, channel 961. Let's go ahead and bring him in. DeMornay Pierson-El, how's it going on a Wednesday night?
It's going good. Signing day, so you got some new people, coming into the university and everything like that. Very excited day.
Yeah, I wanted to just go ahead and start off there. Early National Signing Day, anybody for Nebraska that you were just really either A, excited to see him flip, or B, just excited to see them confirm it and actually put the pen in paper?
Christian, what's the linebacker out of West Side? I can't think of his last name.
Yeah, I know which guy you're talking about here. Let me pull it up for you.
I want to say Jones, but I don't know if it's Jones. I'm not too sure.
I'm pretty sure it is Christian Jones.
But him, a defensive guy, a linebacker piece. I feel like a piece that will, grow into something. Hopefully, as a Bullock type, type of guy. Hopefully, that is the ceiling or the floor, and he exceeds that. I was really, really excited about him, especially with the DC just leaving. A couple of days prior to this, it was a very nervous situation. Outside of him, Tyson. They've been hitting on all cylinders on D linemen. The guy's undefeated in wrestling in the state of Nebraska. I think he's going to be definitely exciting. They got Mooberry. I think it's Pierce Mooberry. Know him personally. I know what type of athlete he is and whatnot. So looking forward to his development and his growth. It's a real exciting time. Just for the whole class. I remember my signing day. And just finally kind of putting it, to bed and putting it to rest. The situation's over and whatnot. So I know it's a very exciting and happy time for, all those families.
Yeah. It's Christian Jones, the 6'2", 215 out of West Side, the 4-star recruit. Yeah, good to see him get there. The one guy that stuck out to me, happy to see him sign, is Jamarian Parker, the running back, 4-star. He was the guy. It's tough when you look at the high school film, but when you watch the high school film, he just looks like a man amongst boys out there. It was just running downhill. There was just a lot of open field missed tackles. Anytime they had a safety or corner on him, they're having just tons of problems trying to take him down. Other than that, it was good to see. We did get the one player to flip from Oklahoma State. That was good to see. Cortez Mills, not Oklahoma State, Oklahoma to Nebraska. But it was good to see with this class again on early national signing that this 2 years in a row, we don't see a whole lot of players really flip out of Nebraska. What do you think that is about Matt Rule's recruiting style, that we might be the benefactor of some flips, but so far, knock on wood, we haven't really seen it hurt us too much?
He's good at his job. He's a talker. We do that coming in. He's gonna get you to buy into things and whatnot. And he's not just a talker; he's an actual, doer. Now, how fast he does things and everything like that is debatable. But when he says something or he's going to do something, he does follow through with stuff. With his track record and where he's been, the people that he's put in the league and help rebuild programs and everything like that. You want to play for a guy like that. He's a exciting guy. He's a guy you can get behind and believe stuff and everything like that. And he stuck by his guns, with commitment to the defensive guys and reassuring them even after that whole situation gone. I think is a testament to what type of coach he is, and the kids and their families believe that their sons will be in great hands over these next couple of years. That's not an easy task. So and I know his job was made even harder with the departure of Tony.
Yeah.
So for him to still be firing on all fronts and everything like that, doesn't matter the situation. Clearly he's weathered it. And that's something that he can attest to throughout his his whole career. It's a little bit different at the NFL level. Not going to hold that against him. The Panthers sucked before him and they suck after him.
They suck more now after him.
I don't really think that's his fault or his issue with stuff. But he implemented and did things at Temple. Same thing at Baylor. And 2 years here, and we're trending in a different direction. It's going to take a lot of people, to help. The athletes are going to have to come in here and work and do their part. But he's been right on point with stepping up to the plate and making sure he's securing athletes that he needs in this program at the university to help get us over an even bigger hump.
Yeah, and really the only time we've seen like a decent sized departure has been this year, and a lot of that was just the departure of Tony White. You look at a guy like James Williams, the words he had to say about it, and there's the possibility of Terrence Knighton as well. You just kind of knew, makes sense. You lose a good coach in Tony White, some players are likely going ahead and follow. But outside of that, that's really so far been the largest quote unquote departure window we've seen. I was at the end of this season and on top of the news of Tony White. Some other interesting news with Husker football that we found out. So we do have Dana Holgerson. He is going to be the play call. We knew that. But Satterfield staying on staff, he's just going to be the tight ends coach. What does that say? Just kind of not only about Satterfield, but the relationships going on between Dana and Satterfield.
People have, jobs. They have jobs to do. It's water under the bridge. You're still under the Nebraska flag. Dana requested full control of, personnel bringing in and certain stuff and whatnot. So with him being there and everything like that, that's an even more tool to kind of throw things or bounce things off the wall. The tight ends needed a coach. And so hopefully that of having, an offensive mind there, an offensive voice, can take, that group into a next level. But I don't think it's anything crazy or whatnot. Sometimes, things at work get messed up and mixed up and everything like that. And you still got to make lemonade out of lemon. So, they're working through it. Clearly they're not going to have an issue. And I know Satterfield's probably happy he's not out looking for a job.
Yeah. I was going to say that's a win for him. Give him some time. You know what? Not the best stop.
Rule is he's a loyal guy. He brought in his friends. He made necessary changes where he had to and everything like that. And he's moving in a different direction. So you can't fault the guy for still looking out for friends and doing things. And nobody really talked about that after he gave up the offensive position. So, I mean, for real, I don't really think a lot of people mind, because, I mean, Dana's going to set the standard and you have to, meet him at his level. So, and that's just not, from a player standpoint. That's from the coaches, standpoint and everything like that. So, I mean, Shaq can learn a thing or two and, propel him to even be, better for, his next role.
Yep. And the tight end coach position is not something he's unfamiliar with. So that should be, a comfortable transition for him, at the very least, taking a lot off his plate, and he can really dial in on the tight ends. And for Nebraska, hey, you got some good ones in there. So it's not like you're working with a bad room. Like, you can have a pretty impactful role if that tight end group continues to get better. And we're heading into the 25 season really confident about our tight ends, because, we kind of saw that at the end of the season. A guy like Fedoni, who had a good game versus Iowa, but then only saw 2 snaps in versus Wisconsin. You see a guy like Borkacher, who wasn't really getting looks at all early in the season, all of a sudden getting confused. Dana really being the guy to call him out. But again, like, you kind of saw Borkacher out there and you're like, that's a solid tight end room. That's something Nebraska's actually done a good job at. Maybe not of always using them, but it feels like developing tight ends. We've had them. We just got to find ways to unlock them. I got a little bit more time here on this segment. Again, early National Signing Day. You see Nebraska climb all the way up to 19th nationally by the time things kind of quieted down, wrapped up on a Wednesday. Surprised to see Nebraska continue to do so well. That's so far the best class that Rule's recruited here, all the way climbing, get into the top 20, sliding in at 19 with this early National Signing Day class.
Again, I mean, these coaches have worked hard. People have seen a taste of, of where things are going to go. Clearly, we felt way more comfortable once, Dana took over and whatnot. Clearly, the athletes, on the offensive side were a lot more happier, with those situations and everything like that. So, I mean, for them to go out and still get, the people that they need to help boost and, help strengthen and everything like that, I can only imagine. So, but I mean, the coaches have been working hard. That's not an easy job. You throw on top of, NIL, which I know every athlete is asking, for that and whatnot. They've weathered that storm. They flip people and everything like that. It's just, a testament of, whatever, the situation may be, or, the circumstances may be and whatnot. The Rule has the people in the right place that not only, can walk in there and just say, oh, okay, we're Nebraska or anything like that, but you can actually change a kid's mind and get them to commit and come to a place out here. And, some of those guys, we flipped a guy. I'm pretty sure, some other athletes had other enticing, places that they could have gone last second or whatnot. But
yeah, we got Cortez Mills out of Oklahoma. We flipped him today, which was a big deal for Matt Rule.
So, shout out to, that's the coaches, stand on their P's and Q's, getting things done behind closed doors and everything, or whatever it may be. They went, about it in a correct way to get, the guys that they wanted. So, I mean, that's just a shout out to, and a testament to how hard, they've working to get to this point and, kind of knock this and be done with this and move forward.
Yeah. And again, that's something I'll credit Matt Rule for, is when players go ahead and kind of push Nebraska more towards the back of their mind, they do a good job of keeping the door respectfully open and just still kind of keeping that engagement there without stepping on toes. Like, they're not doing anything illegal. They're doing everything the right way. They're respecting the player, but at the same time, letting them know, like, hey, if it ever comes to it, if something happens where maybe they bring in another guy, they say something and something else turns out to be true, like, we're still interested in you. Like, we got things that we see in your future. We would love to have you. But in the meantime, we respect your decision. It's worked out pretty good for Nebraska to have a few of those guys. Things do turn out not to be as good as they'd like at whatever said school they originally were going to sign to. And then you see that last second flip, you get that Cortez Mills flip, and you see a guy like Matt Rule kind of hint at, just really excited. We were kind of talking to him, let him know that the door's still open, but obviously early National Signing Day, you don't know what his gut feeling is going to go, but he goes ahead and picks Nebraska. Final thing on this segment, as we got to go ahead and throw it to our first break here. You're looking at early National Signing Day. You're seeing the class currently sitting 19th nationally, top 25. This has been pretty consistent for Nebraska, though. It's good to see the number 19, but we've gotten consistently top 25 recruiting classes, and we have yet to be a top 25 team. We just went bowling for the first time since 2016. Hasn't always added up. Year 3 with Matt Rule, and maybe we'll expand on this in the second segment. How important is this for him not only to go bowling again, but 7, 8, maybe 9? Some fans are going to be out there wanting 10. I don't know how realistic that is. But how important is this upcoming year?
I think this upcoming year is going to be huge because, it can easily fall into the domino effect, year 1, year 2, and then, a year 3 jump where Matt Rule, typically takes off. So, I mean, he's followed, or it's been closely related to, where things have been. But year 3 is going to be important because, now I know with the Tony White loss, that's a bit annoying. But other than that, he's going to have 6 next year. 6 wins is not going to cut it. We know how Nebraska fans get. They're mad when they're not. When you lose one game, we're used to this, and the glory days come back to and being talked about and everything like that. So for him, next year is going to be a crucial year where I would say, 8 wins, if you don't necessarily get that, it's a fail.
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily know what the schedule exactly looks like or anything like that. But, you got over a big hump of, the bowl game drought and everything like that. So now people know that you are capable of achieving, at least that. Now, the bar gets higher, the training wheels come off, and people are going to be a lot more harsh. You have your guys in there. You got the people, you got the quarterback situation, fixed. You got the offensive coordinator, situation fixed and everything like that. So now, those higher aspirations are going to come into it. And, it's not going to be easy because, again, you're cutting 40 kids. You lost a coordinator. So the team will look completely different with a lot of different moving pieces, but that's, what makes the challenge and everything like that. And I think, Rule and his staff is definitely up for it, but I don't think it's going to be an easy one at all. And I think you'll get the full fury. I think the honeymoon phase of the Nebraska fans is over, once this season is done and it's fully pledged, how can we get, to the playoffs? How can we get, to the Big Ten championship and everything like that, which I think is definitely, obtainable.
Yeah. Year 3, certainly the honeymoon phase, I think is going to be over. Unless he goes out there, he wins 10 games. Everyone's back in the honeymoon phase. They'll take another bad year if you have a 10-year win season or a 10-win season. But, that's kind of the thing with Matt Rule and staff right now, as they've done a really good job getting everybody still committed to the program. And I'll ask you about that on the second segment. Again, kind of going back to not a lot of guys have been flipping after they've been a verbal commit, and we're seeing some other guys even flip from other schools to Nebraska. We'll talk about what DeMorney Pierson-El, what were the keywords for him? Why did he end up picking Nebraska? And what's kind of the message coaches got to have today in an era of NIL. We'll throw it to break. Don't go anywhere. Dump Punt Hour. We got DeMorney Pierson-El on the LO VIP line. We'll talk to you on the other side.
As a proud member of the Roofing and Solar Reform Alliance, Coalition Restoration stands out by providing thorough property assessments, personalized customer service, and top-notch craftsmanship. With years of experience in the industry, Coalition Restoration has built a notable reputation for having a team filled with skilled professionals and possessing the expertise to handle any roofing project, big or small. Visit their website today for a free roof assessment at www.coalitionrestoration.com or give them a call at 402-607-8186.
Hey everyone, Lance here with Black Label. We specialize in creating custom crafted decks, pergolas, patio covers, and more. Plus, our retractable screens, gazebos, and patio enclosures create the ultimate outdoor retreat. With over 50 years of combined experience, we're not just builders, we're creators of unforgettable memories.
Call them today at 402-730-6333 or visit blacklabelbuilt.com for a free consultation.
Let's turn your backyard dreams into reality.
Black Label Built, built to serve, built to last.
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
Landmark Implement, your local John Deere dealer, invites you to attend our upcoming Parts and Service Expo events. It's the best time to buy parts and schedule inspections all year. Take advantage of specials through December 13th with additional savings the day of your local expo. Find savings on oil and filters, gifts for under the tree, and pre-ordered John Deere parts. Visit with our trained and certified technicians and sign up for our winter service specials. Visit landmarkimp.com for a complete schedule and experience the Landmark difference.
Everyone should have a collection of something. For some, it's stamps or coins, expensive cars, or even watches. But for a lot of people, it's sports cards. And there's no better way to grow your collection than with the help of Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's first and only collector-first sports cards and memorabilia shop. Capital City Sports Cards connects collectors of all ages and demographics with unique collectibles sure to bring any collection to life, no matter the budget. Visit Capital City Sports Cards near 56th and Old Cheney or through their eBay storefront. Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's premier sports card and memorabilia store.
The Mill Coffee and Tea, formerly with only 4 Lincoln locations, now 5 Lincoln locations. That's 25% more locations than there used to be. Can you even imagine a world where there's only 4 Lincoln Mill locations? That feels like ages ago. We were all so young then. The Mill on 11th, located right alongside the 93.7 The Ticket Studios on O Street.
This holiday season, recharge with the Planet Fitness Black Card for just $1 down and $24.99 a month. So instead of fighting a stranger in the mall over a stuffed T-Rex, bring a friend for free and work out on the TRX. Instead of freezing in line for a lame holiday deal, relax in the Black Card spa with some hydro massage feels. Instead of being trapped at your in-laws, escape to any of our 2,600 Planet Fitness locations. Sign up today for the Planet Fitness Black Card. Just $1 down and $24.99 a month. Deal ends Friday, December 6th. See Club for details.
Ryan, with all this red and all these people around, I'm still not seeing the tailgate.
Todd Spidell, former body shop owner, terrible driver.
We're getting close. Now, did you know with 3 locations in Lincoln and hundreds of years of combined technician experience, we can get Husker fans back on the road even quicker and safer after their tailgate mishaps? Oh, Todd, turn left right here.
Left or right?
Left, right here.
Right?
Well, you wait for the tow truck. I'm getting a hot dog.
Well, I guess while I'm waiting. All right! Most recommended! Eustace Body Shop.
Woohoo! Dude, you should be on American Idol.
You really think so?
No.
Accidents happen, even to Husker fans. If it happens to you, call Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine bar. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting book. There's only one place to go for all your needs for wine, beer, spirits, and cigars. Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC, wanting to thank you all again for your continued service. November is off and running. Check this out. Get up to $12,000 off or 0% financing on select new vehicles. We have great lease specials with new Trax and Trailblazers starting at $299 per month and new Blazer EVs leasing for $399. Great payments, discounts, and of course, 0% financing. So make that short drive down 144th Street or check us out online at CoppellCars.com. You'll be glad you did. All finance with approved credit, leases with $2,500 down.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay, Playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza. The big one. All the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa.
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend.
This is the Don't Punt Hour on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Powered by the Teammates Mentoring Program. Here is your host, DeMornay Pierson-El.
All right, welcome back in. Don't Punt Hour, second segment. Got the former Husker, DeMornay Pierson-El, the host as always, joining me. 402-464-5685. Sorry, him and text line. You guys want to get your 2 cents in, feel free to go ahead and chime in. All right, DeMornay Pierson-El, we're going to talk about what the message was to you that ultimately led you to go ahead and choosing Nebraska. But before we do that, I'm curious, have you seen the artwork done by these early National Signing Day players? It's kind of a trend more in today's modern era. All these college football programs put together a nice little media bundle for all these players signing, maybe show some of their highlights. This year was a lot of work. I'll say this much. They had an artist paint a mural for every single one of those early National Signing Day players. DPE, did you get a chance to see it? And apologies, DPE. I'll have you repeat yourself in case you missed it.
I didn't even hear. It was blank on mine. I didn't hear anything.
That's my mistake. I had the wrong button on. I asked you, did you happen to catch the mural signed? They had an artist for every early National Signing Day player. They had a nice mural for him as well. Went along with the social media post.
Yeah, no, that was real. That was real cool. You would have to have a lot of artists, on hand or whatnot. I don't know if that's something that I don't think that they kind of knew exactly who was coming to get that situated. But that's that's different. I haven't seen that one. That's pretty cool.
Well, you had my thing, and if anybody knows this, I'd love to find out. If you know the guy, like, was that just one guy? Because that is a ton of work to be doing, just nonstop murals for that many players. And then there's the guys that maybe flipped or you weren't expecting, or you painted and ended up they didn't sign on early National Signing Day. I just thought it was really cool. It just seemed like a ton of work, and I'm not entirely sure where those murals are even painted at. I'd be super curious to figure out, like, where'd they paint all those at? I'd imagine it's somewhere around campus, but that's a lot of space on the wall as well for all of those. But I thought it was cool. It is a cool idea. They pulled it off pretty well. And it's just one of those things in the modern era, like, you're going to keep seeing really just some awesome media content, like in some cases better than the NFL media content. Like, these universities are just getting to an unreal level on how they promote these college football programs. But enough of that. I thought it was cool. I wanted to shout out Nebraska for it. DeMornay Pierson, when you were getting recruited, what was kind of the key messages to you that mattered? I know it's going to be different because NIL wasn't in play, but I'm not sure where that would rank for you if you were getting recruited today.
My thing was, it was just the opportunity to compete. So, I was an offensive weapon coming out of high school. So what was more important for that was those staff. They didn't play around. They didn't beat around the bush. I wanted to play a certain position, and that's what they wanted me to play. Other colleges, it was that, but I felt like it might be some, under the table. As soon as I get there, position switch type situation. And then, when I came out here for, I think, Big Red Weekend or whatnot, when everybody was together and whatnot, the coaching staff took me away and we were watching film. So not only were they telling me, like, yeah, you have an opportunity to play, or we want you to play, this position, they actually pulled up clips from games, practice, and everything like that. This is the situation. We want you kind of doing this, a little bit of that, and we want to try, a little bit more of this and everything like that. So, they were very honest and open, and that's what I wanted to do. You know, I wanted to be moved around on offense and everything like that, causing havoc and whatnot. And, you know, my freshman year, that's exactly what they did. And, you know, special teams was a big part of it. They were like, you know, you'll have an opportunity to compete for that and everything like that. You know, we got two guys that are here, but, you know, not really comfortable with it, or, you know, it just wasn't the same. So, I mean, there was no holding positions or anything like that. They didn't promise me, you know, any playing time, but it was just an opportunity of like, no, we'll let you get in there and compete. And if you're one of the ones that can go, you're going to go regardless of age, regardless of, you know, seniors that have been here. Like, they didn't care.
Yeah, and I think that's something that's been really good to see, is that despite, you know, kind of what happened with the offense this year, and really year one was really hard to watch. Year two better, but still had that speed bump in week 9 where you get a new OC. You bring Dana Holgorsen in there. You lose the defensive coordinator, along with the possibility of the defensive line coach as well. But yet you're still seeing the strong commitments from these guys coming in, trusting that the offense is going to keep getting better, especially now with Dana Holgorsen, and that whoever they plug in for the defensive coordinator should be good enough to get the job done. Along with you get Shorts as well, the Kentucky from Kentucky, the wide receiver coach. So you're adding some pieces, and you still got the commitment from the players. And to tie it all in, you know, I think it is good to kind of show that vision. We'll bring off at X here someone chiming in. We got Pluto chiming in, talking about the 2 years when he was just the offensive coordinator. Take out the head coaching tenure down at Houston, when he was just the OC down with Houston. He led the offense, accounted for 563 yards of total offense per game, including 433 passing yards, 42 points per game. Offense ranked number 3 in total offense in 2008 with dual freshman quarterbacks, and number 1 in 2009 behind Case Keenum, all conference quarterback. So again, that short year, I know you have to go back to 08, 09. Things have certainly changed in that time span. But you're seeing a guy in Dana Holgorsen who does got a good track record of having some really effective and efficient offenses. How much does that move the needle, do you think, for some of these offensive guys that Nebraska is still trying to recruit? Because I think in your case, they at least showed you a vision. They wanted you to compete. Here's some film. Here's where we can see you. But a guy like Dana Holgorsen, he's got some tape on him already. How much do you think that helps, just recruiting-wise, having a guy like Dana Holgorsen being the guy to call the plays?
Having a guy like him calling the plays is excellent. You know, he's been around. He's had some athletes come through his system, and not only just like the coach standpoint. You know, we have a quarterback. You know, and that for a receiver standpoint, of somebody that's, you know, one gonna have each and every week, you know, because of the following that Raiola has. You know, Nebraska will always have an eye looked at. You know, NFL scouts are going to be looking there. So you'll have, you know, your games, you know, watched a lot, whether that's TV, televised, on Big Ten Network or whatever. But you're going to have, you know, the next level scouts paying attention. So I think that, along with what Dana wants to run, what Dana wants to do, and everything like that, you know, that's an athlete's dream. That's a receiver's dream, because you got a guy who he's going to throw it. He's not afraid to throw it. He's going to get the ball to his playmakers and allow them to play. Nobody who's ever, you know, been under him has said he's restricted of, you know, players or anything like that. So you kind of got the perfect storm as a wide receiver, you know, looking at like, okay, I do have a guy that can swing it. He does have, you know, huge following. NFL scouts will be paying attention. If they see him, they're going to see me, because he might be throwing me the ball. Mm-hmm. So I think it's just a perfect fit. And, you know, he's not shy about anything. He's going to push you to be your best, and that's what you want. That's what you need, you know, to at least put your name or get your name at the next level. If you come to Nebraska, you know, you're going to get the opportunity to perform in front of scouts. And if you do decide to go into the next level, you know, people will look at you. Now it's up to you to do what, you know, do more with that opportunity than not. But, you know, you had a good school who produces, you know, athletes. You got a good coordinator who historically his numbers speak for itself. You in the top 20, that's not bad. and you have a quarterback that's at one point in time was the number one quarterback in the nation, and everything like that. So I mean, if it'd be kind of dumb to not come, you know what I mean, to not like that situation.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is my whole thing. They're at the Bears crossroad, right? Are you going to get the right guys in place to glue it all together? You got all the pieces. Like, you got a mechanic that can put it together, though. Because we've had some crap mechanics in the past. I think has been the problem, like just not knowing how to put it all together. We're at a point now, the pieces are there. The recruits are coming in. You do got some real challenges, but so does everybody else in college football. So I'm not going to give you the benefit of the doubt because all these other schools are going to have to deal with the exact same things. So, it sucks, but I'm not going to give you a benefit of the doubt because everybody else has got to deal with it. But yeah, I mean, if you're a player offensive minded, not only do you feel good if you're going to walk in here with a quarterback and Dylan Raiola, who is going to be the guy next season, wide receivers, the offensive line is maybe one question mark. You're going to lose some key seniors there, but you get Emmett Johnson back as well. Dante Dowdell, like you're going to have key pieces that I think Dana, I know those 08, 09 years, it was really heavy on the pass game. I think Dana is going to be aware in the Big Ten to balance it out a little bit more, but still be pretty aggressive in the pass game.
The other two key pieces that, I think athletes or people just to be aware of. One, you had Nebraska. Nebraska don't got no problem, putting up money for anything. If you come here and do what you're supposed to do, you're going to get paid. So if that's what you want, you're in a good place because people are going to, want to do that. So that's a plus.
That's honestly a really good point. We don't talk about that enough. Like, there's a lot of people out here that money isn't really one of our problems. Like, we got money to pay the best guys.
So that's the other thing. Secondly, you heard them say, they're going to go into the portal and get guys. So even if, we're losing key pieces on offense and whatnot, you think they're not going to go in there and get certain pieces to help build up stuff and everything like that? Come on now. So again, that part doesn't scare me. And people are like, oh no, this and this and that. That's just kind of what it's come down to. If you need a few veteran pieces to kind of get you over the hump or stabilize certain situations and whatnot, what's wrong with doing that? And they've already said that they are going to. So now it's just a matter of time of when. I think they said they'll have, 40 guys or something along the lines come to visit or whatnot. And I don't know how many exactly they're going to take, but I mean, you're putting together a well put roster. There's nothing wrong with that at all. People want, 8+ wins and everything like that. Well, you got to do some things differently. And I think this staff is definitely okay with doing that and is going to do that.
I'm glad you pointed that out because, Banner Rule did hint on it already. But 40 guys, like we're going to be looking in the transfer portal. And this is a year to do it. You're losing a lot of seniors, but at the same time, we keep talking about that. The transfer portal is going to be bursting at the seams. It's going to be full. There's all these college football programs got to cut a large chunk of their roster here. So you're going to be seeing guys just kind of read the signs. I mean, like, I'm going to get out early ahead of it because I see where this thing's headed. It's going to be full. It's kind of like fill your pockets now because it's not going to be like this every year. But this is a year to take a fine comb and seriously go through all the players that are going to be in the portal. And if you're a team like Nebraska, if this was going to happen any point in time, this is a good year for it because you're losing a lot of seniors. You can kind of go in there, look around, patch up what you need to. But we mentioned it on offense. You're going to still have your key guys there. The younger guys will get some shots. And then on defense, one thing about Tony White that we saw, the development was good. Like the young guys were coming in and playing pretty good ball. So whoever that next DC is, as long as they can continue that development, there really shouldn't be too much of a skill gap issue. I think those guys should be able to plug and play, maybe not to the same extent. Probably going to have to be more offensively led in these upcoming years, but at the same time, should be solid enough to where whoever the next DC is in there, they don't get too far away with the script. The development's been good. They should be able to kind of plug and play. And then it just comes a matter of teaching the defense they want to run. We'll throw it to break. We'll have one more segment on the other side. Don't Punt Hour with the morning Pierson-El. We'll talk to you guys in a little bit.
Slay the holidays this year with a gift that'll really get them going. One that's built to win, like the new Honda CR-FR Motocrosser. One that's built for fun, like a Honda Mini Moto. Or one for each member of the family, like a Honda CR-F Trail Bike. At Rod's Power Sports, you'll find the motorcycle, ATV, or side-by-side they'll love. During the Honda Gifts That Go sales event, you can slay the streets in style with a Grom Mini Moto, slay the trails with the CR-F 50F, or pile into a Pioneer 1006 Deluxe Crew that can carry 6 elves over the fields and through the woods all year long. This year, don't just give any gift. Give the gift of outdoor adventure with a ride they'll never forget. Don't miss out. Head to Rod's Power Sports in Lincoln, Nebraska during the Honda Gifts That Go sales event. It's your chance to slay the holidays and your gift list. Dealer participation may vary. See dealer for complete program and safety details.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
League One Volleyball is coming to Omaha this January. Featuring Olympic medalist Jordan Larson and Justine Wong-Arantes, Love Omaha Volleyball is Omaha's newest pro team. The inaugural season will showcase some of the world's best volleyball players, from medalists to NCAA champions and international superstars, with the action kicking off on January 24th at the Liberty First Credit Union Arena. Visit lovb.com for more information and to purchase tickets. Volleyball is the next major league. Come enjoy a show of the Midwest's best MMA fighters on Saturday, December 7th with Violence Fight League 2 at the Complex, the former location of Champions Fun Center. Fights are scheduled throughout the night, and if you haven't been before, now is the perfect time to go, with Nebraska football in between the regular season and a bowl game. Doors open at 6 p.m. with the first bout at 7 p.m. Learn more about the fighters and buy tickets at thecomplexlincoln.com.
Hey everyone, Lance here with Black Label. We specialize in creating custom crafted decks, pergolas, patio covers, and more. Plus, our retractable screens, gazebos, and patio enclosures create the ultimate outdoor retreat. With over 50 years of combined experience, we're not just builders, we're creators of unforgettable memories.
Call them today at 402-730-6333 or visit blacklabelbuilt.com for a free consultation.
Let's turn your backyard dreams into reality.
Black Label Built, built to serve, built to last. The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
Ryan, with all this red and all these people around, I'm still not seeing the tailgate.
Todd Spidell, former body shop owner, terrible driver.
We're getting close. Now, did you know with 3 locations in Lincoln and hundreds of years of combined technician experience, we can get Husker fans back on the road even quicker and safer after their tailgate mishaps? Oh, Todd, turn left right here.
Left or right?
Left, right here.
Right?
Well, you wait for the tow truck. I'm getting a hot dog.
Well, I guess while I'm waiting. All right! Most recommended! Eustace Body Shop!
Woohoo! Dude, you should be on American Idol.
You really think so?
No.
Accidents happen, even to Husker fans. If it happens to you, call Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
General Fire and Safety has been keeping Lincoln businesses and commercial structures safe for more than 50 years. From a simple fire extinguisher to full fire suppression systems, Lincoln has trusted General Fire and Safety to provide top-of-the-line products, installation, and maintenance. If you're starting a new business in a brand new building, call on General Fire and Safety to help you plan a fire safety system that fits the specific needs of your business, employees, and customers. Call General Fire and Safety today at 402-261-0116.
Landmark Implement, your local John Deere dealer, invites you to attend our upcoming Parts and Service Expo events. It's the best time to buy parts and schedule inspections all year. Take advantage of specials through December 13th with additional savings the day of your local expo. Find savings on oil and filters, gifts for under the tree, and pre-ordered John Deere parts. Visit with our trained and certified technicians and sign up for our winter service specials. Visit landmarkimp.com for a complete schedule and experience the Landmark difference.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
It's that magical time of year, but amidst the festivities, you should celebrate your health too. With all the delicious treats and holiday cheer, it's easy to let healthy habits slip. But just a few simple choices can help you enjoy the season without the stress of extra pounds. Make time for physical activity, eat in moderation, and focus on your well-being. Search Chronic Disease Nebraska to learn more. Paid for by Nebraska DHHS, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
This is the Don't Punt Hour on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Powered by the Teammates Mentoring Program. Here is your host, DeMornay Pierson-El.
All right, welcome back in. Final segment, Don't Punt Hour. Harrison Arns on the ones and twos. We got DeMornay Pierson-El on the Yellow VIP line, wrapping things up here. Let's talk some bowling. Husker football's got an opportunity. Well, they don't have an opportunity. They're going to go bowling. It's already set in stone. It's just a matter of what bowl game are they heading to. It seems like the biggest possible option here is the Pinstripe Bowl. I'm seeing some stuff for maybe even the Rate Bowl. I'm not sure how that one would have to work out. Game Above, Sports Bowl, Pinstripe Bowl, a lot of Pinstripe Bowl projections here. Even the Music City Bowl, I don't see that one happening. And, of course, the Duke's Mayo Bowl with a couple of options for there as well. The two most likely seem to be Duke's Mayo Bowl or Pinstripe Bowl. DeMornay Pierson-El, I'll ask you this before we get out of here. Give me your best bowl experience. What was the best environment to go bowling? That's safe for radio. I don't know what all happens.
You know, I went to 3 bowl games out of 4 years. My sophomore year, I had the leg injury, so I really, I didn't really care to. I was uninvolved. I was pissed.
I can't blame you for that.
My junior year, we were in Nashville at the the Music City.
Yeah, Music City Bowl. That's a good one. I actually enjoy the Music City Bowl. That's a good location.
We stayed at the I think it's the Gaylord Resort. I mean, but it's big enough. Both teams were in the hotel. Like, that's how big it is.
Oh, okay.
So
nice.
they were on one side and we were on the other side. Like, it was huge. And then my freshman year, we went to the Holiday Bowl in San Diego.
You guys played Georgia there, or who'd you play in the Holiday Bowl?
No. Holiday, we played SC. That was Sarkeesian.
That's right. Yeah.
Nelson Aguilar, Kessler. I can't remember the quarterback. Leonard Williams, Sue Craves, Dory Jackson. They had some pieces. I'm gonna say Nashville because that's when I turned 21. And
that's a great spot to turn 21. I will say that. Nashville is phenomenal.
It was a movie. It was real fun. Coaches had a good time and everything like that. The game, was good. We played Alvin Kamara and the dude who broke Reggie White's sack record. I just know it's Burnett. I can't think. Derek Burnett, I think, or Barnett. just Nashville was a different animal, and I could actually get into places and not be an issue. Let's just say the offensive line took care of your boy. So it was, I would say Nashville. It was a lovely time. Only dropped one pass the next day at practice, so it was a good time.
I gotta say, like, that's a hell of a spot to be 21, to turn 21.
Oh, yeah.
No, like, Nashville is. I've only been to Nashville the one time for. Oh man, I can't even remember what the hell I went down there for. I had such a good time, but I had a good time down there nonetheless. And yeah, it's a spot if you're going to be turning 21. Might be too big of a jump for some people, honestly.
No,
it's a lot of fun.
Definitely. I was hoping they were back in the Music City. I was talking to Gerald Foster, a former captain. I was like, let's run it back. He was my roommate at the time in college and everything like that. So Music City, like I said, it was a fun game. It was against an SEC team. It was a pretty close game. We went out there on the offensive side, did what we needed. Defensively, I think we were missing Nate Gary. I think he got suspended that game, if I'm not mistaken. Westy was hurt. Tommy was hurt. So, I mean, we had a bit of a challenge, and we still made it fun. So I definitely think, that bowl game was probably the best one.
I can see that one being the best one. Hopefully, it's the Duke's Mayo Bowl. Just, preference-wise, I think most fans would be more interested in going to North Carolina than opposed to New York. Around this time of year anyways, New York, pretty cold. I do got to say, though, I'd say it's probably going to be the Pinstripe Bowl, but nonetheless, appreciate it as always. Good morning, Pierson-El. Tomorrow, we'll kind of preview really just conference championship weekend and some more bowl game projections. So don't go anywhere. We got Uncut with Kyle Perry up next. This has been the Dome Punt Hour with Good Morning Pierson-El. We'll do it all again tomorrow, but more Ticket Weeknights coming up on 93.7 The Ticket, ticketfm.com.